Okay, so as we said, when you set to the golf ball, you were very much level with the shoulders, lead arm bending into the body, right arm kind of extending down there where your right arm wants to be. The problem is your right arm wants to then extend fully, but your left elbow has to then bend, and therefore your right arm's then got this sort of awkward lifty and bendy, get the club to the top of the backswing. So as you go back here now, the left arm now starts collapsing, club still quite close to your head. As you come back to impact now, left arm here, as you can see, quite hinged there, and your left elbow now is more kind of pulling through the shot as opposed to kind of keeping that width in the swing, okay? Mm-hmm. So the sequence now is going to be club down first, trying to get a straight line between lead shoulder, down through your arm, the grip and the golf club, okay? Then we slide that hand down your leg, like so, and then get ourselves gripping the golf club now. So both arms, if we look at setup just there, compared to that, that's what we're trying to get to again. It feels weird, I get that, okay, but that's where the change is going to come in. And it's getting ourselves in a position where the shoulders are tilted, because the fact your right hand... Yeah, exactly. I think if I said you throw a ball, say you're playing with your grandchildren, okay? Yeah. Throw a ball, exactly, or hit a tennis ball, that kind of motion, all these movements we'd make, you'd want your spine to be leaning backwards. If you're leaning this way, you're coming down quite steep, then your spine has to kind of crunch up, hence where the back might start getting a bit sore sometimes, to get out your own way. So then get yourself set to the golf ball. You sort of shuffle around a bit with the feet there eventually, okay? But at least when you got there at setup, okay, there was a slightly more tilted position. Both arms are not locking straight, but certainly more extended. As they just hang down from the shoulders, we're going, yeah, not bringing the left arm up, okay? And then making a swing from there. I think if we can practice...
They obviously shouldn't be stiff. I mean,
no, they're not stiff. No, just hang down.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got different length club, but yeah. Let your arms hang down from the shoulders you just normally would do. Yeah. And then if your hands, when you bring them forwards, come together level, we've got to tilt so the one hand is lower than the other one. You tilt your non-glove hand down a bit, so the right hand now is underneath the glove hand, yeah? So in terms of backswing, the club's a little bit higher there now. Your left arm is certainly more extended. You're bending a little bit, obviously, but it's not as bent as it was before. And then coming back to the golf ball, we'll start working a bit more on that impact and that swish through the ball. But you can't work on speed and swishing when you're hitting the ball with your arm like this. So you've got to get yourself practicing that. So what I'll do is I'll send this video through to you.
Okay.
If you can just practice again, maybe screen grab that image.
Yeah, I can practice that in the golf.
Go in front of a mirror and just look and see how that looks. And just go through the setup where we start with the club, feet together, club, grip, slide down the leg, hold, feet. That feels good. Look in the mirror and see how it looks, okay? If need be, take a photograph, take a video and say, well, how does it look? Is it good? Am I doing it too much? Not enough? Ask questions. Please feel free to sort of keep checking in and see how things are going. But what we're looking for is kind of a reverse kind of K, I suppose, sort of look sensation, rather than a capital Y. If you're straight on with your arms, the fat one arm is below the other one, the lead arm or the higher arm is going to be a bent arm to keep things level. Otherwise, you're going to have sort of an awkward shoulder tilt there, This arm needs to be beneath your left hand, only because your left hand on the club higher than your right hand. So we can get in that setup position, then we can start talking about the swing. And again, there's a swing thought, just again, hate to use the word don't, but just don't keep your head down. When you hit the ground behind the golf ball, you were just sort of staying back here and dunk. But you kind of created that when you were here, having to adjust. Does that kind of make sense? There's a lot to sort of go to start with, okay? But if we can get in that setup, like I say, if at home you can do that, get yourself in a more tilted position, just feel that your left shoulder's higher than your right, your left arm is just hanging down, a bit more extended. Okay, good stuff.